talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Dalton. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
When you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Kamara up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, this is Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Elliott good on the extra point.
Don't get on the mic with goddamn
Each team's had it. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kicks away.
Yeah. Get your baby ass in the foot.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They ain't saying a damn thing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's limited to good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown to a goal and shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
Come on, look at that
bullshit. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
From the 25 on second down, Dalton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
That's how you stop
And
trying
it's
that shit, bro.
intercepted.
You want to look at
Marcus
shit
May
again.
with a pick. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Second and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that was officially a loss of 1.
This defense really put it around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Dalton now, the pass. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards will make a muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Hey, your ass still gonna lose, bitch.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
You only
Set
got
and
7
ready to
points,
go for the
goddamn.
second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Almost a whole, dude.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need
Man, get up out of here,
He's
bro.
intercepted, his third of the game. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get it back here.
Yeah. Get your weak ass up out of here.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much. Close curtain and scene. I am not a human being. I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou. I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. You got another one. Hi. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding. I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving. We making movies, moving. I get the chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Three-game ring streak, really. That's supposed to be 3 up there. Fuck, they got a goddamn 2 up there.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business.
Everybody
West
wanna use
Coast
the Eagles
rocking them
and
Timberlands,
Longs.
deep up in them
Damn.
trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me,
I'm a Saints
why
fan till
bother?
I die.
I
Saints
got
all
my
day.
game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Passing, it's Dalton. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A give to Kamara running right. And down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dalton. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards remain on second down. Running with Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
No flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 2nd and goal, Dalton. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Let's go with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score 6-7, Eagles nothing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. David Onyemata there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever you see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check this out a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big time spectacular plays, but when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may...
Don't do it. Damn, man.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 cause...
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A first down carry for Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough To keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 27, Dalton. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From midfield here, Dalton. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 57 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Kamara trying the right side. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Dalton hovering near the goal line. He completes it to Olave. And some room to run now. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the...
Ooh, shit. God damn, I wish I got down.
Extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lawrence, that big.
Lutz to try and the PAT. He knocks it through, and he extends the lead to 21-8.
Ooh. Got that on screen, too.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
All right, good. Awesome. 3 minutes. You can flip that. That's it, crazy.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Good running from Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And he hits the upright, but it carries in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that gets him back within 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The final act of the first half, Dalton. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second and 11 now. Jones over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Darius. Triple Darius.
Now a play fake here on first down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are back within a score. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. Complete that. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Oh, the slant complete to Michael Thomas. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A 10th carry for Kamara. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. To throw here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Fourth down, Dalton wants to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
Darnay Holmes, the one to bring him down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now to the air, Dalton. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Connects with Slayton. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Well, so much for the first down.
And they could have, would have, should have had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pass complete to Shepard, and he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Completes this again to Shepard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jones, flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got it. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Thanks to receivers that spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Oh, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's his own defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw it. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Once with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And as we know, to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
I just want to switch up the play.
2nd and 12.
Let's switch it up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Steps away to his left. Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Pete Warner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Get it right back. Get it right back.
That's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he was trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now.
As this one's in the air. Touchdown in this drive, you're going to quit, ain't you?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
But that little scrambling shit you've been trying to do, that shit ain't gonna work no more. That's where you're gonna fuck up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're going to bounce when you're in zone coverage because you're going to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're going to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A real head scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
Get the
and
fuck out of here.
Shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a scope. That's the only thing I think. Keep on to that weak side over there.
Second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more
run over that way again.
Coming up to try to pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And very little
there.
Ran
the ball all game, boy. Go back to the F.
They'll need to get to the 35 to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Give me a
His pass is
fucking plan.
intercepted for the 4th time
He's
today.
a motherfucker, man.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. The 40. The 20.
Get the fuck out of
He
here.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Ain't no mad luck, man. Ain't no mad luck.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the...
Man, you talking about whack ass, they can't do nothing. We done scored 27 points. What are you talking about? We getting lucky. Okay. I'm playing. I'm playing. Up 20, what, 4 touchdowns?
Another
3
shot on
touchdowns?
offense following that pick 6.
Yeah.
And now the kick is away.
Somebody sound like they're a little pressed.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring
Been
this
playing.
up. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
I thank you for not quitting, though. That's good sportsmanship.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. To try again after the sack. Jones escaping the pressure right. And down he'll go at the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That nigga quit. Man, where we at with it, man? Who wants this smoke, man?
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew. One for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. Off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off this the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just ripped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
New toys, convoys, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy. Off the top,
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full. Yeah.
Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you go up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to put more people to it. They're going to double cover every chance they get.
All game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st down, here's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Play action now, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. Cousins to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he's got it down to the 28.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Play action now, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down. Dalton wants to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Dalton. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw here, Dalton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Dalton off play action. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Danielle Hunter drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And this returnable for Rager. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Camaro.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Try to pound it in, Camara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Dalton.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So it's down to 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play fake. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Final play of the half. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Trying the power game with Ham, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. That's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Kamara up the middle. He's got room at the 30. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. We're good. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Andy Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Kamara try the right side. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action here with Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So Dalton now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last run, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dalton, 1st and 10.
He completes it to Olave. Touchdown! Chris Olave.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And my goodness, another interception.
Stop playing with my
It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A run for Kamara on 1st down, but the running room closes up quickly as he's only able to get a yard there. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And his
throw here's incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Play action now. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Cousins now. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The number 7 usually lucky here for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won the Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson from 21 yards away. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts long.
They have to be aggressive here.
Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On second down, Ingram. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Kamara. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Dalton. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this will be. Remember the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And you got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh.
New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna guaranteed. Move back. Type of view is that on the globe? It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los